Chiefs wants to make it 4 wins in a row. Chippa yona ifuna kuba ma wins out 3 in a row. Uba nozo wina. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Khosi Football Club. And in today's video, I'll be previewing the DSTV Premiership match between Kaizer Chiefs Khosi and Chippa United. So, first things first is let's talk about Chippa United. They have a new coach, and the new coach arrogant. Arrogant in a good way for him, in a good way for Chippa United fans. So the man gets in, gets hired, and then the first thing that he talks about is how Ipolelga Clate was not good enough because it wasn't gonna win matches, all the matches, because it's a defensive kind of football. And that right there, my friends, is a clue. Yoguti coach Vele Chip. I haven't watched their previous games, but from that interview alone, him talking about how defensive football is not the greatest tells you Uguti he's the kind of guy like if you watch Premier League, I would think he's like a manager, like those coaches about coach or Brighton who know Uguti they are small teams, but it doesn't matter who they are playing. They will play their own football, keeping the ball, attacking teams. It doesn't matter whether you are Liverpool, you are Man United, it does not matter. They will attack you. And Vele, from his first interview, it shows Uguti that's what he wants to do, and I think that's what he could do with the Chiefs. And the problem that it could pose for the Chiefs is the fact that the Chiefs right now, Yona Inas style, and it's been established to be what is Chiefs trying to do. Play a high line, keep the ball, try to play crosses, must figure at the edge of the box, and then who Caleb can hit the ball, or Zamama cut back, and then ama midfielders or number 9 can score the goals. So Gyabonagalo with Chiefs, nama quick 1-2s. Ogwe Chip on the other hand, we don't have kubizwangani in science enough sample size or evidence enough to say okay, siyazi good low coach, this is how he likes to play. But I hope ukuthi from the previous 2 matches Uzwane can try and find some things, because kungaba yenye into ngempela ukuthi after winning 3 games so in this impressive manner bese sohlulwa Chip. All due respect, but come on, we are a big team and akumele siloku shikliswa or Chippa United. Further reflection, Agekukune, which basically means someone else will have to captain the side. I was happy though to see Ukune with video, media open day, he was there with background, he just encouraging the guys, which just shows good leadership, which just shows the team is in good spirits, they want to work together, they have the same goal, which is to perform and win this game and then win the game after that one, but taking it game by game, as they say. So it's good to just see the team is in a place where abadlali are in harmony, and akekho omunye ocaska ukuthi ayi ngoba ngidlali mina namhlanje that means I don't care about the team, but they care about the team and they are there to encourage each other. And we saw this in previous games ukuthi even what impressed me the most when I saw Solomons and Frosler talking to each other against the Swallows, ukuthi these boys badlala the same position, but even if one is benched, the other one can still come. The one who's benched can still come to the one playing and talk to them and tell them, okay, you can improve by doing 1, 2, and 3. So that's just beautiful to see as well. One thing that we need to address, hey guys, we need to start scoring the chances that we create. Yes, against the Steelers we scored 3 goals, but we could have scored 10. And scoring more goals strikes a fear to our opponents, because then they will not be coming at Chiefs thinking, Chiefs misses their chances, and if we miss our chances, we leave the game open for the opponent to still take it and come back and score a goal. And if we score the first goal within 5 minutes, score the second goal within 20 minutes, and by halftime we're 3-0 up, and by the time the game ends we're winning the game 5-0, 6-0. Aiki team in their right mind that will continue trying to attack the Chiefs. Every other team that will be playing against us will just sit deep and make sure they are closing down spaces, they are compact, and they are doing everything right. And if there is a chance, get a counter somewhere, somehow. But right now, we see our teams are not scared of the Chiefs, because we leave the games open for such a long time, and we shouldn't be doing that. Speaking of things that you shouldn't be doing, let's talk about things that you should be doing that I want you to do. May you please like the video if you're enjoying it, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Also, please vote for SAMUKELISIWE. By the time of recording, 1,890 votes. We need 110 votes, which is figure 2,000 votes. Please, the competition is next weekend, so please guys, let's vote for her. Thank you so much. Let's go back now to indaba yokuthi. Okay, we don't want to come back from anything. We don't want to concede the first goal, because lento concede the first goals is far under pressure and just gonna sting, because like a game plan has to change. As much as this ngashuguti, they are experienced and whatnot, but we've seen it as much as they do come back, but it's much better to just whoop a team 5-0 and not concede a goal. And it's much better to just score 5 goals and not like have to come back from 5 goals down, because it kind of changes the game plan yet, because now we need to be more agent, because now we're not just trying to get 1 goal to be ahead, but we're trying to get 1 goal, be level, and then we're going to fight for another one again, because once we're doing that, then kuba net desperation, and once we're desperate, then the team can just get us on a counter, hit a 2nd goal, and then the match is dead. So we need to stop this thing of conceding goals first. And another thing is that we are away but we are home. We are home, Moses Mapita, but it's not really home, because suge goal and basuge goal. And also the thing is, it makes me ask myself ukuthi indaba altitude angeke niba affected, because kuphansi eThekwini eGagasini and then eGoli kuphezulu, you know this geography whatever. But Valley Chiefs hasn't lost a game at home wherever we are playing, so psychologically kukhona lokuthi we still want to perform better because we are playing home, and we know ukuthi home Chiefs has not lost a game this season. So yeah, noma siseThekwini, it's still our home. So, and I know abantu emabhida, abantu eThekwini, if I was in SA guys, if I was in SA ngabe ngiyibuka le game. Ngikhumbule ka, by the way. Yeah, so much these days angazini, but it's just gonna be great if Moses Mapita to see the fans coming out to support the team. Now let's go to the starting 11. So Epalinu Brendan did well, and yes, I made an argument for pros over Brendan, but that's not to say I was just pointing at my pros ga Brendan or my pros ga pros over Brendan, but Brendan played better. It's not good he's a bad goalkeeper. I never said that. The points I was talking about were for Upros at the time. But now Brendan has a lot of good things that he has on him, like experience, for example, like how he saves a penalty in case we concede a penalty. So Brendan Epalini, I don't think Zwane will change that. Go right back, it's going to be interesting to see, because Uriv in the previous 2 games that he has played, he hasn't really impressed. I won't lie, because Lenta Bengituile Telwe, which is to play crosses, he hasn't really done that much. But defensively, we saw Guti was able to neutralize Umendieta. So yeah, it's a yes for that. And when it comes to depth wise, when Skulmangama winger and going forward, we saw Guti Zwane brought in Solomon second half as a winger to provide some spark and pace in the second half and in that right wing. So I could still see Uriv starting the game, because Solomons could be put as a reserve so that he will come in the second half to inject more pace down that right wing, because we pretty much see Manjugut Utoli is played as a number 10 and not as an 8 and not as a winger. So because Utoli is no longer that option, go right now Segu Ashley, which means Ashley needs a reserve, and the reserve like Exoba Solomons. So in that case, Uriv starts at right back. I think it's no brainer. Interesting thing is that Kwinika Ongezana, I talked about this, Uguti, it's not broken, don't fix it, but also we can also say Uguti Ungezana was brought in because Ukwinika wasn't available. So, and also because Ukune won't be available, 2 changes with backline might not really be the greatest ideas. So uzwane because of experience kakweneka, uzwane because of calmness kakweneka, and the trust obviously that he has in him as well. I think Ukweneka will actually start over Ongezana because he's been playing longer and is used to the system more. So yeah, we'll see with that. Dove is obvious. Hlanti is also obvious. I would just like to see Uhlanti do more going forward because Gumagiwe Mumva Uhlanti standard, he's going to do everything and he's not gonna make silly mistakes, so that's good. Blom 6, Matt first 8, not Dolly. Umat not Dolly, I'm 8. Ashley up front, qua right. Caleb up front as well. Usehota qua left. And I don't see a problem with that lineup. It picks itself really much. Some motion as cut is cool lineup because we know Guti, this is basically our standard lineup. The only two changes really, if there is anything different, could be Guti maybe if a coach decides to keep Ungezana or to sub Uriv and put in Solomons. We will see what happens. But I'm looking forward to this game. What do you think about tomorrow's game? My predictions. What do you think Zwane will change? What do you think will be key in tomorrow's game? Chiefs will win the game in my opinion. Let's just thump them. Mas ngabashanji ngo 4-1. Angfuni is concede, but nyawshi anjelo 1 just. But I see Chiefs winning this game, and it should be like easy, not easy, but I don't see it being complicated that much. So guys, let me know what you think about the game, your score predictions down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I will see you after the game, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelum.